What was once immoral is now moral, and what was once moral is now immoral. This is the whole inversion of morality is what drove their revolution.
How many did I adopt? I kill my kids. Ultimately, your sympathies do not lie with black people. They lie with your racist white middle class agenda, and that's where it will always lie, and you will be destroyed holding that line.
Quote, I saw the revolutionary destruction of society as the one and only solution. The worldwide overturning of values cannot take place without the annihilation of the old values and the creation of new ones by the revolutionaries.
I have Martha here. I don't have children. I love Satan.
Say that again. Who do you love? Oh my God.
I love Satan, so f*** you.
Hi, first of all, I want to address, I'm a Ryerson student. I just wanted to address that it's funny that you called Naomi Wolf a feminist when she's actually a rape apologist and basically blamed the victims of Julian Assange's rape. So she's actually not really a feminist at all.
Who?
Naomi Wolf, you mentioned her in the beginning.
She actually, as far as I'm concerned, she says she's a feminist, and
She says she is, but she's a rape apologist.
I don't know about that. Being skeptical is not rape apology.
Okay. You also said that men deserve a safe space on campus, but I would have to say that every space in society is actually a safe space for men. Men don't get catcalled when they walk down the street. I'm sorry, whenever I'm an openly gay student, whenever I fucking walk down the street, people yell at me, okay? Why? Because men like to catcall women. If I wear a short skirt, I get harassed when I walk down the street.
Catcalls are...
No, they're not good. I'm saying, is the world safe space for women? No. Women deserve a safe space on campus. Queer people deserve a safe space on campus. Trans people deserve a safe space on campus. You mean enough? Why do men need a safe space on campus?
Why do men need a safe space? Because the very idea of an event where men are talking about men's issues in a non-sanctioned manner, right, by the powers that be, right? In other words, they don't have feminists puppeting them, right? Pulling their strings, telling them what to say, okay? Or they don't have feminist ideology to do it, okay? When that happens, then you have what happened at the Warren Farrell protest. I don't know if you watched the footage of that, right? But if I were one of the men who was trying to attend an event talking about male suicide and all kinds of other stuff, and I had some woman who knows she can get away with it up in my face calling me every name in the book, screaming at me, I don't think I'd feel very safe, right? Okay? And frankly, men are the majority of victims of public sphere violence.
I got to tell you a story quickly. I haven't been on the airlines in over a year. Why? Because I didn't have authentic ID. And finally last week, I got my driver's license. Okay, big deal.
Destructive criticism of Christianity, capitalism, authority, the family, patriarchy, morality, tradition, sexual restraint, loyalty, patriotism, heredity, ethnocentrism, and conservatism. And critical theory also goes out of its way to repeat the basic problems with what they perceive to be the problems with the West, which is racism, sexism, Islamophobia, colonialism, nationalism, homophobia, fascism, xenophobia, imperialism. And they have successfully done it. And their point was to destroy our culture and to destroy our civilization.
It's not an accident that the same people, the so-called social progressives, who have helped and even implemented the destruction of the family unit, our traditions, Australia Day, they call it Invasion Day. Our national flag is now a symbol of hate and murder. Our soldiers are all baby killers. Anyone who's against abortion is a fascist. Anyone who's against gay marriage is a dirty fascist. This is not an accident that all these people are inside of all our main union movements. This is a silent takeover of your national identity, of your land, by communist infiltrators who have worked probably for the past 30 to 40 years to implement their communist dictatorship. Now, the best way to fight this is to expose their hypocrisy and expose their connections. This leads right up to the Prime Minister of Australia, well, the ex-Prime Minister of Australia, Julia Gillard, who was an admitted communist.
Because the family is that one unit that stands between the state and freedom. The state doesn't want families out there. They want little dismembered, fractured members of society that they control.
He was at the house one night, and we were talking, and he started laughing. He said, "Aaron, what do you think women's liberation was about?" And I said, I had pretty conventional thinking about it at that point. I said, I think it's about women having the right to work, getting equal pay with men, just like they won the right to vote, you know? And he started to laugh. He said, "You're an idiot." And I said, "Why am I an idiot?" He said, let me tell you what that was about. We, the Rockefellers, funded that. We funded Women's Lib, you know? And we're the ones who got all over the newspapers and television, the Rockefeller Foundation. He says, "And you want to know why?" He says, "There were two primary reasons." And they were, one reason was we couldn't tax half the population before Women's Lib. And the second reason was, now we get the kids in school at an early age. We can indoctrinate the kids how to think. It breaks up their family. The kids start looking at the state as the family, as the school, as the officials, as their family, not as the parents teaching them. And so those are the two primary reasons for Women's Lib, which I thought up to that point was a noble thing. You know, when I saw their intentions behind it, where they were coming from when they created it, the thought of it, I saw the evil behind what I thought was a noble venture.